Carlos Hank, CEO of Banco Interacciones, many congratulations on behalf of World Finance on winning Best Investment Bank, Mexico.
Thank you very much, Nick. We're very proud to be able to receive this award from you. It's been a lot of work from all the people at Interacciones. I'm here on behalf of them, from our president, to all the people that have been able to give their best effort in order to achieve what we have achieved up to now. This is something that gives us a lot of motivation from now on to continue providing the best services and the best products for all our clients. So thank you very much, Nick. I'm very happy to be here. Our strategy is to keep focus on the strategy we have been following for the last 3 years. 3 years ago, we chose to focus on certain market niches where we could be leaders. Our 3 main niches are financing the state governments and municipal governments, financing infrastructure projects, and financing the providers for the state companies like Pemex or CFE. Those niches have had a big growth in the last 3 years, and we're still expecting for them to keep growing, even though the economic turmoil is hard in Mexico right now. The government has said and is financing a lot of infrastructure projects, and that is one of our main niches. So we are very active right now. The state governments and municipal governments are in very much need of financing, and what we do is understand exactly their needs, and we are providing them with a lot of solutions for them to be able to overcome this financial crisis. We're not like most of our competition. We're not based in any commercial loans. We're not in any mortgages. Our niches are very limited to what I told you in the first question. And in case of our country, in case of Mexico, the niches that we're at are very well protected because we need a lot of investment in infrastructure. The states and municipal governments need a lot of investments to keep up with the growth that our region is having. So for our bank, I think we're very well protected in those niches.
How does banking in these niche sectors differ from other banks who may be operating in a more retail environment?
I think it's a very big difference, and especially, as you know, the banking sectors in Mexico is probably 75% owned by Spanish or English banks or American banks. So the Mexican banks in Mexico are very limited. And what we do in these niches is what we understand our customers, we understand them much better than our competition. It's much easier for us to go and, for example, to the state of Mexico or the state of Puebla and understand exactly what they need for them to grow, what specifics need in each of the municipal governments, and we provide it with a much faster solution, with a better solution than our competition can provide.
So being a homegrown bank gives you an edge when you're dealing with certain clients?
I think especially in these niches, it gives us a big edge because it's very different, and I'm not talking, I don't mean to say bad things about the competition. The competition, they're very competitive and we have very good competition, but it's very different for a bank that is, as you said, Mexican born, to understand the needs and talk to the municipal governments or the state governments or to analyze the infrastructure projects that the government needs and to together with them to develop the solution that they need. It's very different than, for example, for somebody to understand it in a foreign country. No?
What do you think is the key to showing leadership in these difficult times?
I think the main thing is to keep looking for new opportunities. I think in these difficult times, and what I've been telling all the people that we work with, is that in a crisis, it's always hard to survive and to come out of a crisis, but the main thing is to keep focused on new opportunities. I think every crisis brings out new opportunities, and that's what we're doing here in Interacciones. And I think that has provided us with the leadership in each of the niches that we're at.
In a competitive market, how important is it to use speed and flexibility in dealing with clients' needs?
I think it's very important. I think for us, especially in the clients that we deal with, I think it's one of the most important things. For us to be able to provide a good solution in a very fast way, it's very important, it's very competitive. Sometimes what we're dealing with right now is an infrastructure project in a state, for example, in Sonora or in Nuevo León, which needs to be decided as soon as possible. And if we can provide a good solution, a tailor-made solution in a fast way or faster than the competition, I think that gives us a very competitive edge, definitely.
Winning new business and retaining old clients is basic to most businesses. What's your approach to that?
Definitely. I think for us, as you said, in most businesses, maintaining and keeping the customer happy is our main focus, and that's what we do. We have a team of very good professionals in the bank, and our main focus is to listen to what the customer wants, new customers or old customers, and to keep listening to them, because as we need to evolve, they are evolving too. So we stay very close to them, we stay very close to their needs, and try to always provide exactly what they need with the changing times.
What mistakes or misunderstandings do you think a lot of businesses make when they come into the Mexican market?
I think I don't think it's mistakes, but I think it's hard sometimes to understand a foreign market, no? Or at least harder for somebody who comes from a foreign country to understand it. I don't think they have made, at least not very big mistakes. We have as I mentioned, very good and very aggressive competition. I think they just have a little bit of more complications than a local bank to understand the market, no? Like in any other business.
Turning to the Mexican economy as a whole, how is it weathering the economic storm?
I think, of course, as the whole world is, we're having a pretty difficult time, and we're not the exception. And the good thing, I would say, is that our finances as a country are very healthy. We have a lot of reserves, which we didn't have in the past. Our banking system is very solid, which wasn't in the past. I think for the last 6 or 8 years, the banking system has been being stronger and stronger and stronger. So I think we're not the exception, as I mentioned, and it's the financial crisis, of course, has hit our country, but I think it hit us in a better position to be able to overcome it as fast as possible.